What is up, my friends? Kevin Shirky here, the Indiana Jones nerd yet again. And apparently we've had a new trailer shown behind closed doors, and there's an article about it here on the Daily Mail. So I wanted to go through this and see what you guys think, see what's going on. I took a look at this article. I didn't read through the description. Director James Mangold. Footage shown by Disney in London this week reveals that she makes a pretty spectacular sidekick. So apparently this was shown behind closed doors. Her character is mysterious but charming while coming across as girl next door, also a grifter. Alright, the film is set in the late 60s and shows Indy becalmed and working as a university lecturer, yearning for his previous life of high octane excitement. He's awakened from his torpor by the prospect of former Nazis infiltrating the U.S. moon landing project in 1969, in particular one old Nazi, Jürgen Voller, who wants to use it to gain world power. Phoebe said it's a dream come true to appear in an Indiana Jones movie and to work alongside Harrison Ford. It was a very easy part to say yes to. Making the film was everything I could have hoped for, with a chance to work on my own stunts and action scenes. If the script said throw yourself on the back of the vehicle, I threw myself on the back of the vehicle. Co-stars include, yes, these guys. Harrison proves he still got it in the very first trailer for the high-octane adventure film. The clip shows Indy facing new foes after seemingly coming out of retirement for a quieter life in education, in addition to the results of advanced technology which de-aged the star for a flashback scene. Scenes show Indy galloping through a patriotic parade and subway track and once again busting out his famed whip. The opportunity to set back into Indy's world was exciting for the actor. Blah. It would be nice to see where Indy was at the end of his journey. If the script came along, I felt to extend the character. Alright, but getting back to the action mode, nearly 40 hours was not easy. Shooting was tough and arduous. Damn, yeah, there's not a lot of information about it. Basically, they said that she makes a good sidekick. So they said, yeah, this is from today, and basically what they've said is that there was a new trailer. It doesn't give much information about where it was shown. Apparently it was shown behind closed doors. Let's just look around and see if we could find anything else about it. Oops. News. I'm not seeing anything about it, but let's just take a look around and see if anybody knows anything about it. Let's see if anyone on the Raven knows anything about this. They seem to just be saying they saw the trailer. Yeah. could be. So they're thinking maybe it's that this writer saw the trailer for the first time and is writing an article about it. Let's go through this one more time. Footage shown by Disney in London this week. I mean, that makes it sound like it was some sort of like a special screening or something. Unless indeed this is a very non-reputable article here. Alright, film set in late 60s, shows Indy being a lecturer, yearning for his previous life of high-octane adventure. I mean, that... I mean, he has the conversation with Sala in the trailer, but we never saw a scene of Indy yearning for high-octane adventure, so maybe that's... maybe there's like a new scene where he talks about something like that. I don't know. He's awakened with the prospect of Nazis infiltrating U.S. moon landing in 1969. Clip shows Indy facing new foes after coming out of retirement for acquiring a life. In addition to the results of advanced aging, galloping through a parade and subway, once again busting out his famed whip. Yeah, those are all things that we've seen before. Let's look in the comments. Why can't I see more comments? That's so weird. Ay, 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 ay. But let's just look around and see if anyone on Twitter or Reddit knows anything about else. Let's check our buddy here. That's cool, Operation Condor. What's this? This is something about Indiana Jones trailer, but I don't know what it's saying. I mean, I don't know. This just seems like speculation, maybe. Like, it's just some random person. They said something about new Indiana Jones trailer and something about Indiana Jones cameos in the shop in Andor, but I'm not seeing any sort of like reliable source, or I don't even know what he's saying. I mean, this is an article from today. Ah, that's the old trailer. Official UK trailer. Well, let's watch this and see if it's any different. I'm sure it's exactly the same.
I miss the desert. I miss the sea.
So far, it looks the same.
I miss waking up every morning.
Unless it's cut to emphasize her more later on. That would be interesting, maybe.
Those days have come and gone. Perhaps not. I don't believe in magic. But a few times in my life, I've seen things.
Same.
And I've come to believe it's not so much what you believe. It's how hard you believe it.
Yeah, it's exactly the same. Not even a new shot or anything. Do.
Who is this man? I'm her godfather. Get back.
Well, I don't know. It says official UK trailer, but it's exactly the same. This is from today, right? Alright, so apparently there was something that happened today in England, and they showed this trailer, which is exactly the same as the previous trailer. Nothing. I'm gonna, just kind of be thorough here and check all of these, but it looks like, yeah, this is this one. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. In a minute here, we'll see what you guys think. Of course, I'm pretty sure there will be a trailer with the Super Bowl. That's what I was hoping. I was hoping that maybe these people had got an early look at the Super Bowl trailer, but it looks like it was just the regular trailer, the old trailer that they saw. Okay. Yeah. Look at Reddit really quick. Excuse me. Nothing. All right, yeah. So, it looks like it's just the same trailer which we saw from before. Unfortunately, nothing. Yeah. And my eyes are getting bad. Let's see. Thank you guys all for watching, of course. Appreciate you. Let's see what you guys have to say here. It's old news. It's not related to the next trailer. It's just making mention of what we've already seen. I wonder if we're gonna get a leak of the Super Bowl trailer early. I mean, usually not. I remember when Solo came out, the Solo trailer. It was the first time we saw it was during the Super Bowl. It wasn't leaked early, so probably we're not going to see it until the Super Bowl, which is February 12th. Abraham Lincoln's birthday. So maybe we might have a little live stream of that to cover that trailer. Yeah, speculation that it was a Super Bowl trailer, but that was shown, but maybe not. Is it true that Helena's screen time is being cut? That was a rumor that came from Doomcock. And I don't really buy anything that he says anymore. It's kind of widely accepted that a lot of the stuff he says is just nonsense, and he has a not very good track record. So no, apparently that is not the case, or at least I mean I can't confirm it. I don't know. I mean, the way that he said it, which was that Bob Iger came in and saw the film and was really upset and stuff, is kind of interesting. It could possibly make sense, but I don't know. Let's see. Hopefully the official poster for the movie looks better, because this one ain't. Yeah, I hope we get a nice, Drew Struzan style poster. I'm sure we'll get a good one. They always have a good, hand painted Indiana Jones poster whenever they release one of these movies. Do you think Lego could do some James Bond sets from the movies? Yeah, I would love if they do that. Maybe now. So the thing with James Bond and Lego is, a little less than 20 years ago, Traveler's Tales, who did the Lego Star Wars games, approached Eon Productions, who made the James Bond films, and basically said, "Oh, well, maybe we could do a James Bond Lego game." But ultimately, because the James Bond films were being taken in a different direction at that time, they were after the Bourne movies were coming out, they were like, "Oh, we want our films to be darker and grittier and be like that. So that, you know, then we got the Daniel Craig era, and they decided that they didn't want Lego Indiana Jones, Lego, like a Lego James Bond, which would be like appealing for kids because they're going in a different direction. But now that the Daniel Craig era is over, we're gonna get a new James Bond, and you know, we don't know. Are they gonna sort of continue that trend, or are they gonna go back and have it kind of more like the fun, like Pierce Brosnan, Roger Moore type of movies? And if it is the latter, then that would definitely make sense to have some Lego James Bond stuff. Yeah, I'd love to see it. What would be a good Lego set? I mean, if you're doing classic Bond, I think like maybe the Goldfinger Vault would be a good one when Bond fights a job. The problem is some of these villain lairs are like so massive. It's hard to do like a big, like something that really does justice to the size. Like I'd love to see the Atlantis from The Spy Who Loved Me, but you know, how are you going to do that without, you know, cutting a big chunk of it away? Unless you do it as like a mini. Yeah, like the satellite from GoldenEye would be kind of cool, but yeah. Speaking of which, new GoldenEye game came out, but it's just, I mean, it's basically just the same game from, you know, 1997. It just looks a little better, and if you're on Switch, you can play it online, but I guess maybe the online service isn't that great. But I was a little disappointed that they didn't have the remastered version on there that had leaked. Man, I think it doesn't make sense. You know, I think people really would have been excited to get that. But all right, let's see. Yeah, where's my doing clock? Let's see. No, I'm pretty sure we did see Helena reacting to the statue. It just may have been a little bit darker. I remember that shot. Nothing on Reddit. The tiny changes on the UK trailer is the words next July 2023. Yeah, thanks, Dr. Ferry. Yeah, it's been pretty good. But the problem is, like, the YouTube algorithm is so weird. Like, one day things are going really good and, like, videos are taking off and stuff, and then all of a sudden, like, it just drops and, like, your videos, like, are not getting recommended and stuff. Like, I did a video about Lego set, like, the rumor of the Lego set that was coming out, and it, like, you know, it did pretty well at start, and then it just kept going, and eventually it had like 30,000 views or something. But then I put out videos in the last like week or two, and you know, they only managed to get like a few hundred views. Yeah, because of the algorithm, because the algorithm kind of like, it sees if your video is doing well, and if people are watching the whole thing and things like that, and then it decides, okay, maybe we'll take it to the next level and recommend this to a few random people and see how it does. And you know, if it keeps doing well, then you know, it keeps going. And I think it also looks at like your overall kind of track record. So after I had the successful Lego video, a lot of my videos were doing, you know, kind of well, like getting in the 1,000-3,000s for views for the next like week or two, and then all of a sudden it just dropped, and now like all my videos are only getting like a few hundred views, which is weird. Yeah. So make sure you like all my videos whenever you watch them, please. I don't know, maybe that helps a little. By the way, you don't use StreamYard when you stream live. No, people have told me about StreamYard. Yeah, I need to look into it. I'm just so lazy. Mark Ratz has talked with Disney. Perhaps he'll make a new poster. Yeah, that would be cool. He, of course, made that poster 2 years ago as like a little teaser for Indy 5, which was pretty cool. Dial of Destiny will be influenced to Spielberg's wish of James Bond directing style in 1969. I hope Steven Spielberg directs a James Bond film. Yeah, that would be cool, but it seems like it would have happened by now if he was gonna. I think that was the problem because he wanted to direct a Bond film, and the Bond producers, I mean, they like, you know, they weren't interested for whatever reason. And then Spielberg became super successful, and then all of a sudden his fee was too much and the Bond producers couldn't afford him. So I think it's the same thing. I don't think they're gonna, you know, be able to offer him enough money. I mean, he's done Indiana Jones, so he did something pretty good. There are several places of info known as mentioned. First, Helena. Sit at the back of lecture theater. Notice no notes. And 60s costume. You're talking about from the trailer? Like the main trailer? Let me see where that was. Where did I put that?
I miss the desert.
Oh, okay, yeah, that looks like her. Because I think she is wearing a hat in some of the pictures that we've seen. And she would be over here. We can't see her in that shot. Oh, that's a pretty cool observation. Nice. Let's see what else. Mark Hamill might be the Nazi officer behind the fog. That's funny. No, it's Thomas Kretschmann. Actually, well, I can't show it because, like, it's impossible. So, on Disney Plus, if any of you guys have Disney Plus, they have the same trailer that we've been seeing all this time, but there's a, like, the fog effect is not as strong for some reason, so there are a few shots that you can see a little more clearly. Here it is, right here. If you look at his face, I mean, this is much more clearly than in the, you know, the official release of the trailer. Like, you can clearly see his face. And it's, you know, it's the same fella from we see elsewhere in the trailer. Ooh, I wonder where that is. Well, I don't know. I don't feel like looking for it right now. But yeah, so there are a few little differences. If you guys, whenever you're on your Disney Plus, check it out. Oh yeah, here's how it looked on the regular trailer. See, you can't see his face. So it's interesting that there is a difference. Like, how did that even happen? You know what? Let's go ahead and.
I miss waking up every morning, wondering what wonderful adventure the new day will bring to us. Those days have been magic, but a few times in my life.
Here we are. This right here, I believe, is the same person. Because this is clearly Thomas Kretschmann. And, let's look at his jacket. Oh, I shouldn't have X'd out of it. Thank you to James Rohrbaugh for finding this. It was a great find. Well, he's not wearing the jacket, but to me, it's clearly that same person. If you remember the face here. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's who it is. Especially because we haven't seen Thomas Kretschmann like anywhere else in the movie, so I think Indy probably fights him and maybe he dies in that scene or something. Alright. But yeah, that's funny. That'll be interesting if Mark Hamill was in it. I think Marion will return in this film. Yeah, I definitely think so. I definitely think Marion will return in the film. I think, well, what's his name? MakingStarWars.net basically said the same thing. Like, she's in it, but we haven't gotten official confirmation of that. See, Robert, I don't know what Robert's talking about. I hope John Williams does a great job with the music and use Raiders March. Definitely. Nice hat, Kevin. Thank you, Dr. X Jones. Yeah, this is Careful Workshop Hatters, and I made a video on it. A fellow named Josh did a great job. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. Thank you. Very nice. I will wear my Indiana Jones fedora when I see Dial of Destiny. Definitely, yeah. I'm probably gonna wear this one. I have another one, but I just got this one, and it was handmade by Joshua at Careful Workshop Hatters, as I said, and yeah, I'm really excited to wear this at the screening. What are we? About 5 months away, right? February, March, April, May, June. Yeah, so about 5 months and 3 days away. We're on our way. I'm just gonna pull this off really quick. Alright. And where are we? Lopez says, I think Marion and Son are not in the film because they do not match the timeline. Well, I don't know, because there are parts that take place in 1969, so I think that that Marion at least will be in that section. We were kind of told by the director that Mutt is not in it, but maybe we'll find out what happened to him, essentially, is what we were told. Alrighty. Kevin Brick says, let's go! Yeah, unfortunately, it's not really a new trailer that was shown. It was essentially the same trailer. They just changed the text at the very end. So it's not really a new trailer. Picture of 60 Selena holding half of dial-in storeroom dressed same as in lecture room and roof scene from IMDb. Yes. Yeah, I concur. Yes. Is it just some random Nazi on the train, or does he have more meaningful impact to the story in another way? The trailer makes it seem that way. He's the guy we're just looking at. I don't even know where it was, but he was. It's Thomas Kretschmann, who's like playing one of the, like a, I don't know, like in general or something, like a high up, Nazi guy. And Thomas Kretschmann has played, Nazi characters in so many films. He's like the go-to guy to play those types of characters. Always does a great job. But he is, I think he's just like the sort of main villain of that chunk of the movie. Like, we kind of meet him earlier on, and I'm sure, like, there's, kind of like how Dovchenko and Indy, like, had this little, like, rivalry going throughout King of the Crystal Skull. I think we're going to get that, but only in the first, like, half an hour of the movie. So we've already, by that point, I think we've already had some build up to their, like, rivalry. Maybe, like, some punch-in, maybe Thomas Kretschmann, who is Colonel Weber, so he's a colonel. Maybe Thomas Kretschmann gets some cheap shots on Indy. But then when we get to that train scene, then that's like a big moment when he walks out to stop whatever Indy's trying to do. And then they get in a fight, which we saw some of that fight on top of the train there. Things have been kept pretty tight about the new Lego Indy theme. I think any day now we could get pics. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, we haven't had any pictures at all, and no confirmation on the Indy 5 stuff so far. Yeah, I'd love to get some new info on that. I mean, that's April, I think we said, right? So that's only a little more than 2 months away. I'm excited for the adventure and the new merchandise. Hells to the yeah! Yeah, me too. I think I was never like... When I was a kid, I was like big into Lego, but by the time the Lego Indy sets came out in 2008, like I wasn't into Lego anymore. But now you guys have got me all excited about that, so I am looking forward to those Lego Indiana Jones sets. I hope there'll be callback to Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Yeah, I'm sure maybe there'll be something. I mean, obviously Mutt, they're going to talk about Mutt in the movie. Like, we're going to find out where he is or whatever. So in terms of characters, will be, and hopefully Indy and Marion are still married, and we'll see them again, hopefully. Short Round might be on Dial of Destiny, similar to the theory of Spider-Man No Way Home. Waikiki Kwan had a photo with Harrison Ford. Yeah, it's possible. But I don't think it is the case because like Short Round had the Ki Kwan had this interview when he was talking about, the moment that he saw Harrison Ford after all those years. And it could be like an Andrew Garfield situation, like you said, but I'm leaning towards thinking that he's not in the movie, unfortunately. Excuse me. I mean, because, James Mangold, maybe it's not his priority to get that particular character back in the movies. And actually, he was in... he wasn't really, acting up until, 3 years ago. So by the time that they wrote the script, I think in 2020 they were supposed to shoot the film, so they already had the script somewhat made by then, and Ki Kwan was not acting at the time, so they didn't probably see a need to write Short Round into the script, I'm guessing. But I'd love to see Short Round again, either in this or his own spin-off. That would be awesome. Marion could turn up maybe in 2 parts of the film, first after the chase and second being at the end when they ride off into the sunset. Yeah. Yes, YouTuber 2023. I do believe that the Super Bowl is... We're going to see some new footage, definitely. Yeah, I agree. I hope it leaks early. That would be nice. But, yeah, if it doesn't leak early, we'll have a live stream probably on, whatever day that is, on that Sunday, on the February 12th to, react to the trailer together. Mutt would be 31 years old in 1969. I'm sure Marion and Indy will have some brief line about how he's having his best life running his bike shop, and they look forward to seeing the grandkids again. Oh, the grandkids. I wonder, will they make the bookends canon of young Indy, where he had grandkids? Who knows? At 31, Mutt is likely too old to have served and died in Vietnam. Yeah, a lot of people had suggested that he's in Vietnam, and that's why he's not in this film. But you're saying he's too old. Yeah, maybe. I don't know too much about that. That would be really cool if Short Round was in Dial of Destiny, but I doubt it. Trailer description. Someone has leaked something. No. So, Daily Mail had an article. So basically what happened is there was a screening in London of the new trailer, but it was the same trailer, except the text at the end was different. So essentially the same trailer. Yeah. There might be some Star Wars references in Dial of Destiny. I'm going to put this back on me because there's not really anything going on. Yeah, we looked around on Reddit and Facebook and Twitter and all these places, but unfortunately there was no trailer. No, new trailer. Alright. Here it is. Here's my place. But yeah, definitely I'm excited to hear your thoughts. So yeah, let's keep talking about the movie here. There might be some Star Wars references in Dial of Destiny. Yeah, they usually try to fit one in. There have been a few, Club Obi-Wan and the hieroglyphics of C-3PO and R2. If Tom Hanks wasn't too old in Saving Private Ryan, Mutt isn't too old. Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm excited to see Sala back in this adventure. Yeah, I'm glad Sala's back. It looks like he's not really having a big part, but I'm excited that he's back. That's awesome. Let's see. Christian says, I'm new. I don't know what that word is. What's your opinion on Indy 4? There are things that I like. Overall, I mean, there are a lot of things that I don't like. Overall, it's fun, and I can, mostly get through it without getting too angry. But definitely, like, the first half of the movie is really fun, and there are some great parts. But yeah, like the alien thing and all that, I wasn't like as that crazy about it. It was better than the Star Wars sequels, at least. Let's see. John says there's Philippines. Is that with regards to Mutt? I don't know. Jack says, I love the first part of Indiana Jones and James Bond 007, and I will love to see the final project and a full trailer. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, it was a fun project. Unfortunately, it's just, like, so much time to work on it, and I don't, like, get any, I can't make money off of it. And right now, like, I'm trying to put out videos, like, to grow my channel and to, monetize my channel. And unfortunately, it's not something that really helps to that. So it ends up being kind of like a, I don't want to say waste of time, but from the perspective of the goal of growing my channel, it's not really helping me, unfortunately. And I got a little burned out working on the project. I keep saying one day I'm going to go back and chip away at the rest of it. I hope I do. But yeah, it was a fun project. I'm glad you liked it. I think it's fun. I'm so excited to see young Harrison Ford on this. The de-aging looks good. Yeah, I agree. I think it looks really good. They got Shamook, who was a well-known YouTuber for deepfakes. And he did some work, I guess, on Mandalorian, which we saw from Luke Skywalker, and also with Harrison Ford in this film. And yeah, that reveal is really good when you see the young Indy in 1944. JJ says, I'm going to do a video tackling Kid with the Crystal Skull pretty soon. Nice. Robert says, I'm really excited for Dial of Destiny. I hope Marion's in it. And if not, then at least mentioned in it. Yeah. Yeah, I hope she's in it. The rumor is that she's in it. Which would make me happy. John says there's Philippines. Oh, on the map behind me? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah. Are you from the Philippines? Is that why? Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb is such a great game. I noticed you use music from the soundtrack. Yeah, I do. Actually, there's supposed to be music. What happened here? Oh, I stopped it because we were watching the trailer. Yeah, it's a good game. I mean, it's overall the best Indiana Jones video game, The story's pretty good, the gameplay is really good, and yeah, and the music, like you said, the music's great. There's a lot of good music in the Indiana Jones games, actually. Because you have Staff of Kings. I think that the music from Staff of Kings that I found on YouTube, it's like it was made for the Xbox game, which was not released, so we never got to hear that music in the game. But it's good music. You can find it on YouTube, and there's Infernal Machine and Fate of Atlantis have good music as well. But they're obviously from older generations of systems, so I don't use those as much on my channel because they sound kind of they were limited by the technology. They sound like too electronic. No, that's not quite the word, but you know what I mean. Limited by the technology. Indy 4 was the first one I saw, and I'm in my 20s, and I'm really excited for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Yeah, I think I found a lot of younger viewers who grew up with Kingdom of the Crystal Skull really appreciate that film much more than some of the rest of us. I mean, I like it. Don't get me wrong, but that's what I found is that like for a lot of the kids who grew up like that was their Indiana Jones movie. So it's always interesting to hear people who are a big fan of that particular movie. I've seen a few people saying that they think like that it's their favorite movie. So let me know. Let me know in the comments what's your favorite Indiana Jones movie. Let's see what everybody has to say. I'm just taking care of a few things here, and then we'll get back to reading the comments. I think I saw that John is from the Philippines, so that was what he was talking about on the map. Like Southeast Asia and also Polynesia are kind of places that we've never seen Indiana Jones before. So it would be kind of interesting to see those guys, to see Indy go down there maybe sometime. Give me a second here. Almost done. Give me a moment here. Maybe let me take a look what you guys are saying real quick before we let's see. Some of the footage with young Harrison Ford is archive footage from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. No, I don't agree. I don't think so. I mean, what they do is they take footage from those movies of Harrison Ford, and they what do you call it? They deep fake, so they use that to authentically make Indy look like he did in those films. Or unless they're from they use footage of him from the 90s maybe, because he is supposed to be a little bit older. But no, I wouldn't expect to see any footage of Harrison Ford from Last Crusade recycled in this film. There's not really any reason to do that. Alright. Out there. Okay, I'm back. All right, so what's my top 4 indie movies? Definitely Raiders is my number 1. Um, Temple of Doom I'm putting at number 2 right now. And Last Crusade, it sometimes it's my favorite. I do love Last Crusade. Like when I first got into indie, it was Last Crusade was my favorite one. And Sean Connery is just so good in that movie. I love it. I love their chemistry together. But more recently, I've been getting into Temple of Doom a bit. I think Temple of Doom's a real gem. And then of course, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is number 4 for me. And I asked you guys, so we'll see what you guys said in 1 second. Glad ILM didn't make D.H. Harrison Ford look waxy. Yeah, I think what they're doing is probably a combination of CGI and deepfake. Because they did a great job. They made it look really good. And they're also using a lot of masks, I've seen. Like, for the stunts, they have like a pretty good looking Harrison Ford mask. We've seen a few images of that. So practical effects have their place, and I think this film is definitely leaning towards practical a little bit. And I made a fan-made trailer with using both the footage from the trailer of Indy 4 and Staff of Kings to make, and I appreciate the original trilogy. Oh, cool, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, and Staff of Kings is such a great story, and it's such a shame that the real version of that game got canceled, and all we got was, these like secondary versions of the game. But like the story's really good. It has good characters, and the set pieces are amazing. Like there's a fight on top of a cable car that we saw in like the very first trailer, but then of course they didn't have that in the game, so we ultimately got. And there's like an elephant chase, and then the ending scene, it's Indiana Jones and the villain in a motorcycle chase on the seabed floor while the sea is parted by the staff of Moses. Like, what an awesome idea for an Indiana Jones scene. Oh man, it's such a great idea, and unfortunately, we didn't get the real version of the game. I'd love to see if they had made it for real on the Xbox 360 that they were trying to do. How that would have looked. Oof, that would have been great. Man. Okay, so I asked you guys your favorite, and Indiana Jones Hanger says Raiders. Jack says Raiders. Robert says Last Crusade. And John says Raiders. So yeah, looks like Raiders wins this one. Where is this new trailer? All right, so. Oh, and Putin's cat also said Raiders. So there was a new trailer shown behind closed doors, I guess, in London. But actually, it was the same trailer that we had already seen. The text at the end was different. So I didn't know what the deal was. I saw that there was an article about a new trailer, so I started this live stream, and then we went through and we reacted to the article together. But it didn't seem to have much new information, so we looked around the internet for a few other sources, and basically that's the conclusion we came to, is that it's the exact same trailer. It just changed some text at the end, essentially. Alright, but Putin says Raiders is the best movie. The rest are just sequels of various quality. Yeah. I like, I think Temple and Crusade are pretty great, though. I think they're good. Let me see. If you truly love indie, you'll appreciate all films. Yeah. Every Indiana Jones movie is great. There isn't one bad movie, in my opinion, says Chris. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I mean, even King of the Crystal Skull, I don't think it's a bad movie. I've watched it many, many times, so I don't think I can say that it's a bad movie. Otherwise, I wouldn't have watched it so many times. But there's just a few parts to it that I didn't like so much. Yeah. Like, there's, like, George Lucas, you know, he has, like, these interesting ideas and stuff, like the nuclear fridge thing. I mean, very George Lucas type of ideas. I don't mind it too much. There's some, like, contradictions, like, were they going for, like, a benevolent alien or, like, a vengeful alien? Like, it's not really clear. And, like, the use of CGI, I guess that there was a, I mean, a lot of the film was done like on sound stages and stuff. There was some location shooting, but not a ton compared to the other movies. Yeah. I mean, like, I love, like, the Indiana Jones video game stories, so, I mean, to me, Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull, it's somewhere between a movie and a video game, so I could kind of appreciate it, you know, no matter what, because, you know, I'm able to just appreciate new Indiana Jones content, even if it's like an animated thing. My son, who's 22 now, was 8 when I took him to see King of the Crystal Skull in 2008. He still loves it and considers it his Indy movie. We are both excited to see Indy 5 one last time. Hells to the yeah! Yeah, like we were saying, like, the younger audiences really appreciate that movie, which is awesome. I'm glad because, like, it's in a time... I mean, it was kind of on the very early cusp of, like, the superhero, like, explosion of Marvel and all that. There were already superhero films at the time, and, like, you know, there had been Star Wars prequels and all that. So I'm glad that, you know, the younger audiences went to see Indiana Jones 4 and were able to enjoy it, and I'm hoping the same thing will happen this year, that there's going to be a big turnout of young people out to see a great adventure film. What's up, Surf? Good to see you. Indiana Jones Hanger says Raiders is classic, Temple is a hidden gem, and Last Crusade is the triumphant ending. And Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is a good look back at the character later in life. Yeah. Putin's Cat, I shut Temple Doom when they enter the cult chamber and the children start fighting. So you only watched, like, the first half of the movie of Temple of Doom? Is that right? Because the last half of the movie is, like, the best part. It's badass, man. Chris says Indiana Jones Hanger could not have said it any better. Let me see. I got lost. Putin's Cat said they brought Sean Young back in Blade Runner 2049. Yeah, they did a pretty good job there. Yeah, it's pretty cool to see how the technology has evolved, and that wasn't even deepfake. That was, like, just with CGI. So it's getting better now. Now that they are incorporating deepfake into it, it's great. Jim Broadbent might be in Dial of Destiny. Yeah, it would make sense for him to still be there, unless Indy is in a completely different university. That's the only reason. One thing I was wondering is, what is Sala doing? Because it looks like in the trailer that we saw, Sala is in New York, and he's talking about, I miss the desert, I miss the sea. So in my mind, Sala is now in New York and is like a teacher or something. So the way I predict is maybe Indy and Sala are teachers at the same university in New York, which is not the university Indy taught in King of the Crystal Skull, so maybe Jim Broadbent won't be there. Dial is incomplete. NASA Voller need ancient math to find when predicted sunspots and EMP. Indy races to locate two other pieces. Archimedes' tomb, other in sunken ship where Roman general is. Yeah, good thinking, Axel. So they okay. That's so. His theory is that they have the dial, which they got in World War II, but it's not complete, and Voller is looking for ancient math to try and predict sunspots and EMP, as he said, in order to get the thing to work, and also they have to find two other pieces. That's a pretty cool idea. Yeah, I like that. That's good thinking. I didn't even know about Indiana until I rode the Indiana Jones ride at Disneyland, and The Last Crusade was the first one I've seen, and it's still my favorite, says Robert. Dude, that ride is so good. I love it so much. Man, I've been on it dozens of times, and I always enjoy it. I mean, it's one of the best amusement park rides ever, without a doubt. It's great. They did a great job. And there was a lost comic they were I saw somebody shared some info to me that they were actually working on a comic book based on that ride at that time, but unfortunately it was not released, which is lame. Yeah, so you're kind of similar to me. I probably watched the movies and maybe went on the ride maybe when I was in the 90s, when I was a kid. And then I saw Last Crusade on the TV one day when I was sick from school, and everything just snowballed from there for me. The actor of Hynix looks like perfect casting choice for live-action Steven Universe. Yeah, I don't know much about that. Hope Disney does and Indiana Jones theme land with the new rides based on the films. Oh man, that would be so great. See, in the early days, before they made that ride, they were thinking of doing an Indiana Jones land. Oh, that would have been so cool. And they would have had maybe two different rides. Maybe one was the Jeep ride and one was the minecart ride. Yeah, that would be cool. I don't know that we're ever going to see that, though. I mean, if I'm being honest. Because it's not, as big as Star Wars, obviously. And they also have Marvel, so... I mean, they would do Star Wars Land, they would do Marvel Land. Maybe they do, a Pixar Land, or, the Toy Story Land or something. Before they did the Indiana Jones Land. Yeah, I'd love to see it. I don't think we're ever going to see it, if I'm honest, unfortunately. Robert says, agreed, I love all those movies. Axel says, look at Empire Map, and look at Empire Mag and Beam of Light in New York. Voller needs dial as it shows when energy source for world domination is. Voller works on moon landing, but is also a solar mirror array weapon. Oh, damn. Dude, I love your ideas. These are awesome. Robert says, I have heard there's going to be an Indiana Jones animated show on Disney Plus. Have you heard about that, or what's the thoughts on that? So, that was reported by, what's it called? What's his name? Giant freaking robot, who is, unfortunately has a pretty poor track record with reliability, and I've been told that it's not the case, that they are not looking into an animated Indiana Jones movie, Indiana Jones program right now, which is a shame. I'd love to see that, and it seems like it would be, a perfect thing to do with Indiana Jones, and it's amazing that we've never got an animated Indiana Jones show. Makes no sense. The Disney Plus show isn't going to have Indy or Helena in it. Yeah, the way that it was, the way that that question was answered by the director, I'm not sure if it means that those characters are not in it, or if maybe those actors are not in it. So I wonder if young Indy might make an appearance in it, because the rumor is that it's about our guy Abner Ravenwood, and he's teaching like young adventurers and stuff. So I think it takes place probably in the 1910s or 20s, maybe, and then we'll see Indy pop up at some point, which would be pretty cool. Indy's friend is Banderas, Spanish treasure hunter from Ark Tomb. From Ark Tomb tells where final piece is. Both recover it, but he double crosses Indy with Franco's World War II aircraft takes it to an Arabian auction. Because we did see Mads Mikkelsen on that boat, on that same boat. There were pictures of it, so that's possible. Is Mac Australian? I was under the impression he was British. He was an MI6 when I was in OSS, is what Indy says. So I thought he was British. When can we expect the new trailer? February 12th. I think that the Super Bowl is going to have something. And I have heard people say that it is happening. And I'd be really surprised if it didn't happen, honestly, because they always release trailers during the Super Bowl. I'd love to see some new Indiana Jones comic books that take place before the events of Dial of Destiny. And I rode that ride and enjoyed it, and I also went to the stunt show in Florida. Yeah, I love the Indiana Jones comic books. That was like one of the first things when I got into Indiana Jones. Like, I watched all the movies, and then I went and I bought all the comic books. I scoured eBay to get them all. And they're great. Yeah, I love them. Especially the Dark Horse comics, which are like well researched and all of that. Those are wonderful. And we haven't got an Indiana Jones comic for like 14 years now. So yeah, hopefully Marvel gets cracking on those. It's a shame we haven't got those so far. And yeah, the ride is awesome. And I've never been to the stunt show in Florida. I know it's a really well-known attraction. And a lot of people love it. So hopefully one day I'd love to go down there and check that out. Robert says that would have been awesome. Bye. All right, take care, Robert. Is Ben Burt or Gary Ridgestorm, who did the sound of Luxo Jr. and Pixar, going to do the design for Dial of Destiny? I don't know. Hey, my dad's here. I like all of the series. Hi, Dad. I think the show could be about Short Round or Abner. Yeah, I think the rumor is that it's Abner, but I'd love to see a Short Round show. I think they need to get cracking on that. Joe says he's Norwegian, I think. Is that with regards to Mac? I don't know. Voller knows ancient artifacts, and Ziggurat with the light beam from the lander of the moon will create a gateway of the gods. He has his weapon to bring world to heal, but also found time travel. Interesting. Very interesting, Mr. Axel. What were we talking about? Okay, so you were asking about Ben Burr or Gary Ridgestorm. So let's look on IMDb really quick if those guys are... Ben Burt. No, Ben Burt is not listed. Gary R. Gary Ridstorm is listed. Supervising, sound editor, sound designer, re-recording mixer. So yeah, Gary Ridstorm is there. I'm not super familiar with him, but yeah, apparently he's a good sound mixer. Oh yeah, he worked on Jurassic Park, Terminator 2, most recent Top Gun movie. Yeah, he's been in a lot of good things. So that'll be pretty cool. Seeing him, seeing that he's back. You know, they got the best of the best working on this thing. Let me see where Indiana Jones hangar. I have been to the stunt show and it's very fun. Plus they have some Indy props and vehicles outside along with an Indy marketplace to buy merchandise. It's the closest we have been to an Indy land. Yeah, nice, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, I'd love to go one day. I guess at Disneyland they have, if I'm not mistaken, they had like a Indiana Jones like show around the time that Kingdom of the Crystal Skull was coming out. They had like a little Indiana Jones show, which is kind of cool. Checkheim, I hope it could be on Indiana Jones, taking place after the events of Last Crusade and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Let's see, are you talking about a comic book? Like you want a comic book? Oh yeah, yeah. That's supposed to be what you're saying. Nice. Yeah, I'd love to see some Indy and World War II stuff. That would be awesome. Yeah, like honestly, with the exception of these two movies, alright, so we have had a comic book and a game set in 1947, and then these two movies. So aside from those four things, there have been no other Indiana Jones stories set after 1939. Yeah, so there's a lot of room there to flesh out Indy's life journey. One thing I think is interesting is Indy 4's biggest competition was The Dark Knight, whereas in the year Indy is coming back, Nolan is now exploding nuclear bombs, Oppenheimer, etc. Yeah, that's true, huh? Is that coming out like, let me see, 2023 in American film. Oppenheimer is July 21st. Oh, well, that's 3 weeks away. I think but yeah, I mean, it is, to your point, yeah, that you're right, but, Mission Impossible is probably going to be the one to watch out for. It's coming just 2 weeks after Indiana Jones comes out, and that's going to be obviously a huge movie, that Mission Impossible movie, so that's probably the one that's kind of going to hurt Indy's momentum, unfortunately. And The Flash is coming out about 2 weeks before Indiana Jones. I don't know that that's going to affect it too much, though, because I don't know if people are really even interested, especially because, like, I guess the DC expanded universe, like that particular one is not continuing, I guess. So I'm not too worried. Let's see. Earlier in June, there's a Spider-Man animated movie, Across the Spider-Verse, and a new Transformers movie. Let's see. I'm just checking out what else is coming on. Let's see. May has Guardians of the Galaxy, Fast X, Little Mermaid. And then July... So the week after Indy comes out is Insidious, which I don't think that's going to hurt too much. The week Indy comes out is... The only other movie is called Harold and the Purple Crayon. I don't think that's going to hurt anything. But yeah, we're 2 weeks later after Indy, we'll get to Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. And then we'll get Oppenheimer and Barbie this following week. And the Marvels, no one cares. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles after that. Yeah. I was just curious. Let me see. Where are we on the comments here? Would it piss you off if Indy gets killed off? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I would like it too much. I mean, obviously, they would have to do it in a way that, like, has meaning and sort of makes sense. Yeah. I hope so. But, yeah, I mean, I hope they don't do that. Let's see here. I vote for a streaming show to be an early 20s indie as sidekick to Abner Ravenwood. Yeah, I'd love to see them team up. They had a unmade comic called Indiana Jones and the Lost Horizon that was going to be exactly that, where they find the headpiece of the Staff of Ra. And it's such a shame because I would have loved to see that. John says, I've been watching King of the Crystal Skull many times on DVD when I was 6 and then watched the original 3 movies. Yeah. So you must be one of them younger boys. That's good. Yeah, I'm glad you appreciate that movie. Indy sees Glocka activated or Voller. Excuse me. Indy sees Glocka activated at Voller World War II castle. It spouts lasers, but side effect of creating time travel, the bell turns up in Kecksburg, 1965 USA. Actually, I think you sent me some stuff in the past, right? Like a year or two ago? I don't remember. I remember some people sent me some interesting theories and things, and I think I feel like maybe you were one of them. Yeah, you have some great ideas. I love hearing what you have to say. The Disney Plus series or comic book take place after Last Crusade and King of the Crystal Skull. Well, yeah, I'm not sure about a Disney Plus series taking place in that era. I mean, like, you would have to recast Indy, of course. Like, it kind of makes sense to cast, like, a younger Indy and do, like, young Indiana Jones, because they have done that. But, like, to cast a new Indy, but not as a film, but as a TV show, I mean, they probably wouldn't focus on that era if that's what they were doing. Though I'd love to see Anthony and Gruber play the part. He'd be great. But yeah, I'd love to see comic books flesh out that era. That'd be great. It would make me mad that if Indy was killed in Dial of Destiny, says Jack. Yeah. Indiana Jones Hangar. They confirmed they won't kill Indy. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they said that they weren't going to kill Indy. The 3 original Indiana Jones movies were shot on London sound stages, while King of the Crystal Skull was shot on a Hollywood soundstage, and Dial of Destiny is filmed once again on London sound stages. Oh, that's true. Yeah, maybe that London magic will come back with this one. Where did you get your jacket? Man, my mom got me this jacket long ago, like 20 years ago. And this is still like my Indiana Jones jacket. Yeah, it's pretty nice, isn't it? It's gotten pretty worn out, like especially the collar up here. But yeah, thank you, Mom, for this beautiful Indiana Jones jacket. I couldn't tell you anything about it. Maybe I can read the tag or something. DNK Classic is what it says. Oh. I don't know. I mean, I don't know a ton about it, but it's a great little jacket. Very nice. And the jacket is very important to any Indiana Jones fan, as is the hat. And she got me a whip also. But I don't know, like, not like a real whip. It was kind of like, yeah, like some sort of replica. Let's see. John says we still got some time. In terms of what? In terms of the stream, you mean? Well, let's see if anything else is going on. Jack says, I enjoy your content. Hope we get new footage soon. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Maybe we could play a little Emperor's Tomb since we're all hanging out. That would be fun. Let's see here. Yeah, let me know what you guys are doing. Looks like people are kind of heading out, but we'll hang out a little longer. Let's see. I'm going to. John Williams score sounded great in the London Symphony Orchestra, while he scores for Kingdom of the Crystal Skull are on Sony Orchestra. Yeah, love John Williams' work, definitely. Alright, so I'm gonna stop that music. I'm gonna boot up Steam. Oh, I need to put my display capture. To extend these, and of course I have a nice mod which allows me to play Emperor's Tomb in HD, which is very nice. And let me just open the... where am I? I'm just pulling up the stream on my phone so I can see if you guys have anything else to say. Although sometimes I have a little trouble with it on my phone. Alright. Oh man. This might not work out though because my my keyboard has been acting up a bit. I'm gonna need to get a new one soon. Alright. I think this is a pretty fun location here, the mountains. See, I hope we get some new music from John Williams Music, and once again John Williams will do his last score for Dial of Destiny on the London Symphony Orchestra. Although he's not retiring, he said recently he's going to keep making music. I played the Lego Indie game, Emperor's Tomb, Staff of Kings, and Infernal Machine on N64. Yeah, good games. I never played the Lego one. One of these days I need to check it out. I heard the first Lego game is really good.
Hey, 你给我站住！
哈哈！ Hello there. Hey, come back. What? Oh, damn, I didn't know about that. Run away. Uh-oh. Hang on. I need my... Ouch! Oh man, stop! Run! Alright, I'm gonna need to drink some water. Uh-oh. Oh no! Haha! Did you see that? He hit his own guy. Alright, let's get the crossbow out. Oh man. Oh no. Oh, my keyboard. Oh man, this thing has a mind of its own. This is awful. It'll be a miracle if I get through this. Haha! Alright, now Shoot. Oh no, I'm in trouble. No! Dang. I should have gone the other way. I thought there was a fountain, but I wasn't sure what side it was on. I didn't know there was another guard there. Oh man, this is going to be tough with this keyboard. I'm going to have to get a new keyboard, I guess. Ay. Aha, I got you now. Whoop.
I'll try not to blow myself up.
Now let's find that fountain. If there is one. Aha! Man, where did that one guard come from? Oh, I bet probably because the one guard hit the gong. Maybe that called more of them. Oh yeah, dude, I've played all the James Bond games. Love them. Yeah, because when I was a kid was when GoldenEye was popular, so I definitely played a lot of that. Where'd this guy come from? Yeah, I played all the EA games. I love The World Is Not Enough for N64. Nightfire, Agent Under Fire, all great games. I wonder if I can ring this. Nope, it's not. Yeah, and I enjoyed the Activision games too. I played that Quantum of Solace a lot actually, especially because it had the Casino Royale levels. And I played I loved Bloodstone. Man, it's crazy we haven't had like a James Bond or Indiana Jones game for years. Like it's been more than 10 years for James Bond since Legends came out and bankrupted that company, unfortunately. Oh. I need to... I don't know if this is going to reach. Yeah, and Staff of Kings came out, in 2009, 14 years ago. What? Ha ha! Ha ha! But now there's a new game coming for both of them. The guys who made Hitman are making the new Bond game. Ow. And yeah, Machine Games, who did the Wolfenstein series, are doing the Indiana Jones game, and we still have no news on that, no footage, no nothing. Oh, there's another guy I can fight, but I'll press on instead. Yeah, shame we didn't get anything this last week. I'm hoping at E3 in June we'll get some more info on the next Indiana Jones game. Because that is long overdue. Yeah, Jack's saying the same thing. Night Fighter's a great game, and it's one of my favorites. I enjoy calling my Solace as well. Yeah. Now this is kind of a hard level. Because there's a lot of guards. But I have a lot of crossbow bolts, so that'll help me. Whoa, stop. Ah! See? That was not me. That was my keyboard. Man, this is so annoying. It's become a little frustrating even to edit stuff, too. Oh, what's this? I don't know about that.
It's full. It's full.
Oh, it's full. I find for those double jumps, sometimes you have to, you know, go and come back, and then on the second time you can make the whip. Oh. Oh, you didn't fall off. Very satisfying. And one more. Stop it! Oh man. I was hoping to throw him off. And there's quite a few up here, so I'm gonna try and play it safe best I can. I'm not gonna bother with that secret area. do need is my crossbow. Oh, no. Jeez, how many do they take? There we go. Ooh. That's a good one. That was awesome. I didn't know he could do that elbow punch. Okay, so I recall this being kind of a hard jump to get. Alright. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, shoot. That was a whip moment. Oh, I can get up here, huh? I was worried I'd have to go through the whole thing. Oh, I'm gonna drink up. So... it's funny if the indicator didn't come up. Alright, since it's 2, I better...
Hey, 你给我站住!
Oh man, I probably should save some of these for the big fight coming up. Yeah, that new trailer, it's the UK trailer. It's man, it's so annoying. It's basically the same as the trailer we already had. But it's a little something to help my channel you know, grow a little bit, because yeah, my videos aren't taking off the way I hope. Some of them, they were doing really well earlier in the month, but yeah, things have slowed down a lot.
You might have become my empress and ruled at my supper. Your life will serve a different purpose. You know the punishment for treason. Tonight, I will offer your soul as a gift to Kong Tien. Oh yes. And then my master will make the mirror of dreams whole again. The treasure will be mine, and all who oppose me will be swept aside in the storm that follows. Sleep well, my butterfly. We have a busy night ahead.
All right. Keep your skirt on. I'll have you out of there in no time. What was that?
It's a shame we have to kill this one. He looks like fun. Business before pleasure, Mei Mei.
Yeah, this one's a
The
tough
master
fight.
wants his head on a stake.
Nice fans.
I'm gonna get that potion because They are tough. Alright, let's see here. Strength potion sounds good to me.
But in your case, I'll make an exception.
Ah! Oh, nice. Oh! Nice, nice, nice. Got one of them down. Oh man, with that potion, this fight becomes easy. Oh man, I had her in the corner. I let her get me. You glitched out of the way! Haha! Honey, we got a date with Destiny.
Sweetheart, we have a date with destiny.
Ooh. Yes, Bethesda and Machine Games from Todd Howard. They're working, well, as of 2 years ago, they're working on a new Indiana Jones game, but we haven't had any new info since then, unfortunately. Okay. Ouch!
I'm gonna be a rich man. Get out of this bar.
What level? This level with sliding? Feels like out of 1930s? Yeah, I guess so, huh? Whoa! Man, I got a lot of air there. Oh no! Oh! Forgot to have my whip out. This, I believe, is the end. Woohoo! Now we get the zombies. You want to go a little cheap shot there? Oh, get back here. This guy doesn't need any help. Speaking of sort of zombies, you guys watching The Last of Us? That's great. The game obviously is fantastic. Great story. Ah. Uh-oh. Oh! What's this one? Uh-oh. This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them. Sure there'll be more. I love this music. Whoa! Tell your friends about me.
Behold the dragon's claw. The demon destroyer. I can't believe I'm saying this, but that sounds like exactly what I need right now.
This is where it came from. Thought the blue, yeah, the blue does something. Oh, health potion. I think I go back the same way, don't I? Let's see, there's something else. Yeah, I want to say I have to go back the same way I came now. Oh! Go to him. Wow, everyone. It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. Doesn't seem to be working too well, though. Too easy. All right, take care, John. Nice hanging out with you. Now this level was a little bit annoying when I played through last. Hopefully I've learned a bit since then. Thank you, Jack. Yeah, it's a fun game. Alright. Now I need my keyboard to act correctly here. That's a little secret there. This is the one that was more troublesome. Gonna have a blue torch. It's hard to see. See these platforms unless you have the blue torch out, but then they start moving. Yay, I made it in one try. Unbelievable. guess I have to solve a thing. So you look at this and you have to match it up. Alrighty. Whoops. And boom. Ah, the Pachang. Is this where I'm supposed to go? Oh, this way. One of these gets broken. I don't remember where that was. Oh, I need the blue torch. Let's see. I think there should be. Here we go. This guy. Oh. What? Oh. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Oh shoot. Oh. Oh, what? What? Oh my god. I don't know why he wasn't throwing it. Man, I made it all the way to the end. Okay. Ow. Nice.
Indy?
Are you all right?
Yes. Now that that thing is gone. Thanks to you.
finish the job.
Follow me. I saw a passage that will take us back to the surface.
See? That wasn't so bad.
我早该听爸爸的话，嫁给那个银行家。虽然难看，但至少不用跳
You
脚。
two had me worried. I was about to raise anchor and sail for Hong Kong.
Not Hong Kong. Shanghai. Mei Ying and I need to catch a train to Xi'an.
And then what?
Then we pay a visit to Qin's tomb. After 2,000 years, I think the Emperor is finally ready to spill his secrets. Getting in here was easier than I expected. I thought Kai would have more men guarding the place.
He doesn't want to draw attention to the site. It's incredible.
Yeah, incredibly dangerous.
No one's seen anything like this for 2,000 years.
Stop. Don't touch anything. Just stay close and keep your eyes open. Ah!
What's the matter? It's just a snake.
It's a long story.
Watch your back, Indy. The Black Dragon's nowhere here.
Oh no. No!
Watch your back, Indy.
Yeah, I always found this level a little tricky. Get it, IJN. Hey, Dwee. How are you, buddy? That's right. Oof. Alright. But there's still more traps to go through. The pot shank protects me from this. Well, I guess what I'm supposed to do is do this thing. Oh! Ay, ay, ay. This is probably one of my least favorite levels of the game.
Watch your back, Indy. The Black Dragon's nowhere here.
Alright, made it. Oh no. That's a tough little moment right there.
Watch your back, Indy. The Black Dragon's nowhere here.
This. Oh no. Oh no.
Watch your back, Indy. The Black Dragon's nowhere here.
for some reason it wasn't working before. Uh-oh. Oh man, sometimes my keyboard. Oh, I didn't know about this one. Wow, I've never seen that before. Whew. Alrighty. Nice. Alright. Convenient. tell what to do there. It's a weird one. Oof. Oh man. Oh. Well, I don't really feel like playing anymore. Well, thank you guys for joining me on the stream. I think we had a lot of fun, even though we didn't really get to see a new trailer or anything. But thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me. Hopefully, we'll get a new trailer on the 12th during the Super Bowl. So we'll be looking forward to that. Yeah, hopefully I'll have a live stream during that so we can all follow that together. So thanks so much as always, and I wish you all fortune and glory. Bye-bye.